Hi everyone, Olivia Reiner here for Packers News, joined by Ryan Wood, and today we are discussing the running backs of the 2019 NFL Draft. Now, Ryan, the Packers are going to need a third running back in that rotation, given the amount of emphasis Matt LaFleur is planning on putting on the run game. Now, is that running back going to come internal? Is that Capri Bibbs, or are they going to need to look for someone in the draft?
No, I think it's one of their highest draft priorities. They have to draft a running back, and I think it's going to be really interesting for them to decide at what point in the draft that point comes. The reason is, if you look at the class as a whole, there's not really a surefire first-round talent in this class. In the last couple of years, really for a large part of this decade, you've had a guy or two at that position kind of separate themselves as a clear first rounder, even some top 10 at that position after it had been really devalued kind of going back 10 years ago. But this year it takes a step back on the top end as far as the top end talent. What it is you've got from day 2 really to early day 3, the second to the 5th round, there's a lot of depth there. I mean, there's a lot of guys to choose from. There's a lot of options. Josh Jacobs from Alabama is probably at this point the consensus considered top back in the draft. He could crack into the late first round, but that's not to say that the Packers need to go and get Josh Jacobs at number 30. There are a lot of guys that are going to be, especially in day 2 of the draft, that can fit that outside zone need that the Packers have.
Sure, and the Packers have had a history of picking in the later rounds, especially recently with Jamal Williams in 2017, and Aaron Jones went 4th round, 5th round. Is that a trend? Do you see them picking more in the 4th and 5th round?
Well, just because it fits the imprint of this class specifically and the other needs the Packers have, that's how I would see it playing out. You never know. When these teams are on the clock, you never know what's going to happen, and the Packers especially can stick to their best player available mantra. So if that's a running back at number 30 or early in the 2nd round, then yeah, I mean, they can certainly go there because it is a pressing need. But like I said, a Darrell Henderson out of Memphis, a guy that ran in the 4.4s, had 214 rushes last year, really a workhorse for that Memphis offense, a home run hitter, kind of drawn comparisons to Tevin Coleman, who played with Matt LaFleur in that Atlanta offense. That's an interesting day 2 option, perhaps. David Montgomery is one of the guys that I don't see him being a fit. I know Packers fans on Twitter have loved David Montgomery out of Iowa State. A guy that runs a 4.63. He's got tremendous feet, and he's got really good balance and really good ability to break tackles and keep that balance going forward. They're going to be looking for more of a home run hitter with that outside zone, though. So maybe a Miles Sanders out of Penn State, Darrell Henderson, like I said, that type of guy. That's what I would expect. And you pair him with an Aaron Jones and then Jamal Williams, that bruiser that you already have in the tackle, it really completes that trio of running backs that they need in the backfield to run the football as much as Matt LaFleur wants to do.
All right, guys, lots of options in the draft this upcoming, it's coming up, it's 2 weeks away, so make sure you're checking out PackersNews.com. We'll have the rest of the draft previews over there. Follow us on social media. We'll have more updates for you there as well. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.